Hey guys, how are you? It's been a little while, about a week. I just wanted to pop on today because I had a crazy week and I wanted to suggest, this has been asked many times just in conversations, how to stay balanced when life gets crazy stressful. And I am not a pro at this by any means, and as some of you know, I've been through a lot in the last 9 or 10 months. So I'm still working on it. I'm still practicing. We all have to just practice, and it's a daily strive to find balance in chaos of life when life gets crazy. So I just wanted to, you need definitely 7 to 8 hours. And I realize that that's different for everybody. Some people are fine on 4 to 5 hours of sleep, but long term, that is just not enough for the daily stresses of work and parenthood and emotional stresses, anxiety, depression if you're facing that. Anything like that takes a toll on your body, and sleep is when your body resets. And it's the only time, really. It's the time when your liver, resets. Oh my God, there's a your adrenals calm down and the stress hormones stop pumping through your body. And it's the only time to really calm your body. The next one is staying mindful during the day. So from the moment you wake up, I know so many people, and I am also guilty of this, where the moment your alarm goes off, you're out the door. You're out of your room, you're hurrying, you're getting the kids ready, you're getting dressed, you're taking a shower, and there's a lack of mindfulness. So your feelings and your breath and your whole state of mind really goes out of control if you don't stay mindful of your thoughts. We all have been told that your thoughts create your reality. If you are walking around thinking about the worst case scenarios or fearful thoughts, fear is incredibly habitual. It creates a literal neural pathway in your mind, in your brain. Your thoughts are very much leaning in the direction of fear. What if this happens? What if I don't get there in time? What if they don't think I'm this? What if I'm not enough? What if? Those are fear-based thoughts, and believe it or not, they take over our minds very easily. It's the ego part of us. And when I say ego, it's not like, ooh, I'm so this and that. It's the non-spiritual part of us, the part of us that wants us to stay in fear, because that's how you feed the ego, is through fear. So my point was to stay mindful. Try to check in with yourself throughout the day. I like to take 5 minutes in the morning and be thankful for my sleep. Ask for assistance for the day to stay calm and peaceful and grounded and connected at the same time, and to stay safe and to stay compassionate and loving and all of that stuff. I mean, that's like an essential small meditation or prayer or whatever you want to call it, but it's being mindful of the fact that you just woke up. It sets the tone for your day. And when you're making breakfast for the kids, even if it's crazy in the morning, or if you're making breakfast for yourself or your coffee, be mindful of the sounds around you. Usually in the morning it's very quiet. I like to listen to the wind. I like to put really soft music on, which is another point of mine. Music. Music can be incredibly therapeutic and incredibly grounding. I've talked about vibration before, there's a vibration in music. So if you're listening to soothing nature sounds, that is going to soothe your mind. Your whole body and all of your senses translate all these vibrations, and they tell your adrenals and your different hormones, like it's okay to be calm, you're safe, or hurry up, you're not safe, you're gonna be late. Your adrenals are incredibly sensitive, and most people these days are fatigued in that area from the stress and everyday things that happen, but also like your mind. It's really plays a huge part in people who suffer from anxiety, people who have had trauma. your mind and your thoughts are super critical to how you start your day, to how your day is going to go, and to your overall well-being and to finding balance. So be mindful of the music you're listening to. Songs with like a negative message will affect you negatively. It's just science. Look it up if you don't believe me. It really does matter. Positive messages, soothing sounds. It's very, very important. And, you can I'm not saying like you have to listen to Zen music all the time. I mean, listen, I have a huge plethora of music that I listen to. You'd be very surprised. But music is very important to me as quiet time for yourself, you time. So when my kids are at school, I have a huge list of things to do, just like everybody else. If you get any moment to yourself, if you don't have kids and you get a day off, you have I guarantee you have a long list of things to do. But it's super important to find space to just have quiet by yourself. You don't have to fill it with friends, and that's a great balance too, is finding time with your friends. But this is just about you time. A lot of people don't feel comfortable being by themselves, and maybe it's because subconsciously you have these thoughts that get in the way. Having time to yourself, whether it's sitting quietly on the couch reading a book or just staring out the window. I know it sounds like a waste of time, but your mind and your body need that, and you deserve that time. Take a bath. That's a great relaxer and de-stressor, physically and emotionally. How calm your body will feel and your mind will feel. It's just, as human beings, we need that. We need that unplug from society, from the chatter in your mind and outside of yourself. Even like your friends and your family, they love you, but it's chatter. It's a lot of noise. It's sensory overload. And that is what it comes down to, is that you are overloaded with senses and sensory information all the time, all day long. From the moment you get up, your brain is turned on and you're taking in all the senses are turned on. You're taking all the information around you, collecting data essentially. So to do that, to take time, to take quiet time in any way, crucial, you guys, I'm telling you, I know it's one of my favorite things, but I just know from my experience and working with people, and it's so crucial and it changes you. It really does. So nature and time for yourself are so important. Piggyback on that, moving your body. I like to walk. Here's the thing. If you are a super stressed out person and you have anxiety, and you find yourself short of breath, or you're having trouble sleeping, or you need a ton of sleep, chances are you probably have some adrenal issues. And chances are doing a 5 or 6 mile run is like the last thing your body needs. And I'm not anti-run. I used to run. I love to run. I still love to run. But it's very hard on your body, and it actually sends cortisol, stress hormone, through your body, telling it that it's stressed. So if you lead a super stressful life, do not go running. That is just one woman to another. Listen, push yourself, but there's a balance. And if you're going to a CrossFit, let's say, that's super strenuous on your adrenals. It's a great workout. You burn a lot of calories. But if you're a person who has issues with stress or anxiety, it might feel good initially, but chances are your adrenals are struggling because of it. So I'm just encouraging you to be mindful of number one, making sure that you work out of some sort, but be mindful of the way that you work out. My suggestions are walking, Pilates is a great one, barre classes, super hard, but low impact and not even close to as strenuous as like a run or a CrossFit kind of. I'm not saying anything negative about CrossFit. Don't get me wrong. I used to work out like that all the time, but it's just very strenuous and it's very hard and it's not for everybody. And you might think it's for you and you're not seeing results, and it might be because of the cortisol. So I'm just putting that out there. Do something that's gentle. This video is about finding balance. And so moving your body in some capacity is super crucial. In a walk is fantastic, something minimal. And it might be because of the cortisol. So I'm just putting that out there. Do something that's gentle. This video is about finding balance. And so moving your body in some capacity is super crucial. In a walk is fantastic, you know, I mean, something minimal. The next one is having gratitude. And for anybody not into the mind-body connection, you're probably rolling your eyes. Having gratitude changes everything. If you can find throughout the day gratitude for the small things as they come. I'm so grateful I woke up this morning. I'm so grateful for this clean water I'm drinking. Look at this amazing meal I just made. Like, this food is nourishing me. I'm so grateful for my fur baby who's laying over here. Gratitude just breeds more gratitude, and it really does train your mind to look for the positive in every situation. And that is a huge player in finding balance in the everyday insanity. If you're not finding gratitude, if you're not finding the positive, you're most likely focused on the worry, the fear, the anxiety, and that stuff. And it just feeds each other. So you gotta choose one path. You choose the positive or you choose the fear-based one. And I am not saying that like I'm walking around Zen all the time. I'm not. You guys, I'm human. But it is a practice of mine to find gratitude in the morning and find gratitude in the evening, and then to take time in the day for quiet time, to find things to be grateful for, but also while I'm driving. I drive 4 hours a day for my children's school because the school is fantastic. But I drive a lot. I'm in the car a lot, and that has become a huge opportunity for me to find gratitude. The second to last thing is nourishing food. But I'm a huge believer in food is medicine. It's healing or it hurts you. This is very, you know, we can get into food sensitivities and that kind of thing. Most people are walking around food sensitivities, and in essence, it is hurting them. Food can actually cause anxiety. It can feed depression. If you have food sensitivities and you don't know it, because they can manifest in 8 million different ways and not look like food allergies or food sensitivities, it can cause major damage. So I urge you to choose real foods. When I say real food, it means like unprocessed food. It means fresh vegetables, fresh fruits. If you're a meat eater, organic meat, really good wild caught fish. If you're a vegetarian, good sources of protein. Includes your mood. It includes your stress levels. Your body needs that good food from the earth to thrive. So lastly is water. And it's so cheesy, I know, but it's like the difference of night and day. If you are not into water, find a way to drink it. Infuse it with cucumber, infuse it with lemon, infuse it with fruit. There's like a million different ways to get your water. But if you are dehydrated, your body will hurt, your mind will be even more, I call it like staticky, like it just feels staticky. It just feels like zzz, you know? Your organs need water to function properly. It's just, as you know, we're made up of like mostly water as humans. So I drink a minimal of 3 liters a day. That's not even enough, but you should be drinking a ton of water, and you can do the calculations. It's online. You can find it will keep the toxins from building up in your body, and everything will be flushing out properly. It will keep everything moving, and your organs working properly, and therefore more balanced. So those are my tips. I mean, there's a bazillion things, you know, and we put enough pressure on ourselves. That's the other thing. I mean, you put enough pressure on yourself to really throw yourself off, and it's super easy to do, and you're not alone. So we all struggle with that. Focus on the positive. I'm right here with you doing this. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And I hope that you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you next time.